Alright, welcome to a special stream at RunThinkShootLive. Today celebrates 18 years since the release of Opposing Force, which was not a standalone game. It did require the original Half-Life, so it was released just a year after the original Half-Life. Without further ado, let's jump in. I'm going to play the hazard course first. Actually, the boot camp it's called. It's called Training Room here, unfortunately. One of my complaints about the Steam version still. But let's jump in. This is Half-Life Opposing Force.
The first and last words I want to hear out of your stinking holes is, sir. Do I make myself clear?
Sir, yes, sir.
My goal is simple. As of right now, you are all maggots. You will not speak until spoken to. You will not speak.
Clearly taken right from Full Metal Jacket.
When I ask you to jump, you will reply
without the swearing.
Hi. Do you get me? Sir, yes, sir. What's your name, dirtbag? Sound off like you got a pair.
Corporal Shepard?
Huh? Looks more like Corporal Dog Meat to me.
It's funny that I'm a corporal, but I'm in boot camp.
The advanced training list. My suggestion to you is to get your ass down to the training center and report to Drill Instructor Sharp ASAP. Now move it, Corporal. Where are you from, soldier? Texas? Holy cow! You know what comes from Texas, don't you?
I know what comes from Texas.
You eyeballing me, boy? You had better away, maggot.
Some minor frame rate issues, actually. Maybe because I'm running in a window, but... Hey, David, how's it going? Or David, is it? These are all locked, right? Yeah. Plot twist, my first name is Corporal, it's not actually my rank. Oh, first G-Man sighting.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I love the Marine Corps. Alright. I don't even know where I'm going here. What is my major malfunction, dirtbag? Hey, secret area. Hey, cool. I'm actually not sure I've ever come over here. Get to see the Osprey. You know, I thought it was going to take off maybe, but it doesn't look like it. Did we go right to advanced training? Hey. Yeah. So many doors.
I'm sorry, Corporal. This is a restricted area.
I never noticed these cameras before either. Notice how they kind of follow me around? That's interesting. That's actually set up like a mounted gun in the editor. So it's always aiming at me. It's just not firing any bullets. That's how that's done. So Gearbox, you know, had the benefit of a year of Half-Life mods and mapping and things like that when they went to make this. And as we'll see, especially in the opening sequence of the main game, they really had, you know, quite solid technical ability, mapping-wise. A lot of sleight of hand tricks, a lot of clever uses of entities. Entities make up the map. Characters, the weapons, things like this, sequences. Those are all entities in the map. Yeah, so that little, what they call a funk tank, is the mounted gun. They made these cameras out of the same entity. They just obviously don't shoot and hurt the player. Clever use.
All right, maggot, listen up. I don't care what your previous previous outfit was like, but around here we do things my way. Follow my instructions carefully, and by the end of the day, I'll have you eating danger and crapping victory. Now move your
Sweet.
butt, soldier.
I want to crap victory.
On the other side in the armory. Mounted on the wall below me, you will see a PCB. This is a powered combat vest. Use it correctly, and I guarantee it will save your life. Your PCV is able to recharge from battery power, or it can interface and recharge with commercial, military, and HEV charging stations. What are you waiting for? Grab that PCV and get it fully charged. Trust me, maggot, you're gonna need it. I'll meet you in the next area to demonstrate some of your best capabilities.
The beta of Opposing Force. I actually don't know the beta of Opposing Force. Although I've never been one to follow the Half-Life Alpha stuff either. It just doesn't appeal to me that much. Test firing chain. Oh, this is where the guy shoots you. This is cool.
That your military has provided you with will keep you alive. Step onto the mark and this will be demonstrated for you. As you can see, you are not dead. Your PCV absorbed the damage at the cost of some of its power. Keep your PCV charged and your chances of survival in the field are very high. Proceed to the next area.
No, the music was definitely with it. So it was just like Half-Life in the late 90s. You either had really terrible music in game, like MIDI files, or you had music on the CD that played from the CD, like a music CD would. And Opposing Force, that was the case. The music files were actually on the CD. Now, when it was released in Steam, the music files were not there. So that might be what you're thinking of.
Run through it as quickly as you can and try to avoid taking too much damage. A dead Marine is a worthless Marine. I will see you up ahead if you can make it through alive.
That Marfidimus Blackimus video, I think, is about Blue Shift, though, because the Blue Shift original soundtrack was from Opposing Force. All right. I'm moving like I got a purpose. Yeah. But they replaced it when they... released Blue Shift on Steam with the Half-Life soundtrack, and that's what his video shows. Yeah, they both definitely had, Half-Life and Opposing Force definitely had music in-game, because it was on the CD, and you could actually play it in CD players and things like that if you wanted to. See, little oil spills and stuff, it's cool. Oh, they're slippery, too. Yeesh. There's our ropes. Even though these look like wires, they're actually the same rope entity. They're just electrified. It's possible you had it turned off or something, the music, I mean. I don't know. One of my online friends played Half-Life a ton and never knew they had music in the game. So.
Well, suck it up and drive on. I'm not through with you yet. Proceed through that door into the small staging room and await my instructions. In addition to providing protection, your PCV has other capabilities. Once the light goes out, the door in front of you will open. Activate your night vision goggles to navigate this maze and exit on the other side. Now move like you got a purpose.
It's not much of a maze.
Well, I'll be damned. You may just have what it takes to be a soldier. Now double time it over to the next portion of your training. Can I be in charge around here? Well, thank you very much. Move it! Move it! All right, maggot. Let's see if you can move your butt through my obstacle course. On your mark. Get set. Go, go, go! Run up and over those platforms. Move, move, move! Duck, now jump! Get your sorry ass moving!
Yeah, right away they make you duck jump.
Get your ass down that hill! Scale that wall! Hurry it up! My dear sweet grandmother moves faster than
Oh.
a dirt bike!
I fell in.
Get over that beam! I thought we were training soldiers here! Are you trying to embarrass me? Proceed to the next area! Come on, double time it! Move, move, move!
They also constantly mix up soldier and marine.
Let's see if you can climb faster than you can run! Ready?
Which in the U.S. is, they're totally different. Soldiers are Army, Marines are Marines. And you do not call one the other.
Now, you want to come up here and try to knock me off?
Yes, I
You
do,
can
actually.
definitely climb better than you can run. Now let's see if you can use these ropes
Oops.
for more than just simple climbing. Jump, catch that rope, and use your momentum to swing across that. This might take more coordination than you have, soldier.
This does
I want you
take
to
more
swing from
coordination.
rope to rope and meet me at the end of the course.
I actually always had trouble with this one. This rope to rope swing.
What is your problem, soldier? Get back up and try it again.
I think I might need to swing back and forth or something, but there we go. Really wacky physics on the rope, which is why you never saw them in.
What is your problem, soldier? Get back up and try it again.
You never saw them in multiplayer maps, or if you did, it horribly lagged because it uses so many entities for display and things like that. It really screwed up the. Oh my god! Really screwed up the netcode. Yeah, there we go.
I'm almost impressed, soldier. Meet me in the
I don't think you need to swing in the main game. I guess we'll see. You do have to climb a couple, right? But
You better move like you got a purpose. Okay, soldier, this is a live fire exercise. This run will give you a taste of what it's like to be in the field. Keep your
Well,
head
shucks.
low and move between cover. I want to see your face in the dirt, soldier. Go, go, go! Climb that rope ladder. Get your ass up there.
yeah, it's a lot easier. That's the hardest rope swing in the game, though, was that hazard course one or boot camp one, I guess. They actually shoot. Oh yeah, they do shoot. Yeah, huh, how about that? Sorry, this is really loud too.
You actually managed to make it through my favorite training exercise in one piece. Very good, soldier. Move on for your next phase of training. You had better square yourself away, maggot.
Actually, I always like these textures a lot. So even though it's mostly Black Mesa, Opposing Force had a slew of custom-made textures.
Best friend. It is your only friend. And to be more effective, soldier, you must master your...
Oh, that's too fun. All right. That's not.
On the table, you will see your standard issue sidearm. Pick it up and step over to the pistol range. The object of this exercise is to familiarize yourself with the functions and use of your weapon. The goal is for you to place 6 shots within the inner circle of each target. You may begin.
6 shots, man. Thought the light was still on, or the sight. I always use this with the sight, even though it's slower fire.
You may proceed to the next section of the training course. Thanks, Corporal. This exercise will train you in the use of a long-range sniper rifle. Proceed to the table, pick up the sniper rifle, and position yourself on the firing line.
On the firing line.
In this exercise, you will be firing at targets both moving and and stationary at medium, long, and extreme ranges. As you will notice, your sniper rifle comes equipped with a scope.
So tempting.
Use this scope to magnify your view, making the distant targets easier to see.
Ran out of ammo for the pistol. Oh, yeah. Well, if you didn't know to turn on your laser sight, that really makes it a ton more accurate. Wait, am I supposed to... There we go.
3 stationary targets partially concealed. Hit each of these targets to advance to the next stage of targets. Good. Now let's see how you do with simple moving targets at that range, soldier.
Whoa, moving targets. Slow down, man.
Very good. Now let's see if you can hit the moving targets at long range. Make sure to take your time and line up those shots, soldier.
Hey, Adam. How's it going? Damn it.
Make sure
I'm a terrible shot.
Soldier. Patience is key for those crucial shots.
Where are you guys? I am a terrible Marine.
Not bad at all, soldier. Now let's see if you can do the same at extreme range. Unbelievable! You can actually shoot. I'd actually consider letting you cover my ass in a firefight.
Some of the time.
I'm finished with you, soldier. Proceed to the next area and report to the next drill instructor.
Oh, this way? Oh, I'm gonna have to give up my sniper rifle, aren't I? Crap. Yeah, I had to do the boot camp, though, item. Squad training.
You've proven yourself a capable grunt. Now let's see if there's any leadership qualities in that sorry carcass of yours. To become an effective leader, you must familiarize yourself with the skill set of each soldier in your platoon. The first type of soldier you will meet is the engineer. Engineers have a knack for getting you in and out of places that are otherwise inaccessible. Take charge and have him follow you to the sealed door. Yes, sir.
Come on. I love how he lights his torch, though.
Stand back, Corporal. This should only take a minute.
Yeah, you get quite a selection of alien weapons in this, right? You get the spore launcher, and you get the barnacle gun, and then you get the what's a shock roach, right? Which I really like.
As you can see, this soldier may prove quite useful
Where
in
are
the
you?
field. Once you've breached the room, proceed through the door and meet the next type of soldier.
Ooh. The door's hurting me. That's interesting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. The medic can be one of the most valued soldiers on the field. They have the ability to heal both you and your fellow squad members. To receive medical attention, simply hold down your use key and the medic will apply first aid. Once the medic has attended to your wounds, proceed to the next area to complete your training.
Yeah, you know, I think that's mostly why Blue Shift gets the hate that it does. Is because it's just a Half-Life mod. It doesn't have any custom enemies or any custom weapons. And I think after Opposing Force, people were expecting Blue Shift to be another opposing force, and it wasn't.
You may not be in direct contact with your squad. In these situations, you will need to utilize any available military radios. These radios can be used to call in reinforcements or gain vital military intelligence. Approach the radio and...
Vital military intelligence, yeah, sure.
I hear you loud and clear. We'll move to your position.
Hey, cool.
Congratulations, soldier. You're no longer a low-life maggot. I'm proud to say you are a soldier. I'm sure you'll be a credit to your unit.
I'm
Now
a
report to
Marine.
duty, soldier.
Thank you very much. Alright, now on to the main game. Yeah, the thing about Blue Shift is that the gameplay is actually pretty tight. It's a nice sort of It's short, yeah, but there's not much filler material in it. So I really like Blue Shift. I think it's just what I said before. People's expectations, coming from Gearbox especially, was that Blue Shift would be another opposing force, and it wasn't. Here is the main game of opposing force, starting with the awesome Osprey ride, which I'll talk a bit about after we see it. The one thing I want to point out is that the player is stationary in this whole setup. Everything else is moving. All those rocks are moving.
Where the hell are we anyway? Well, the pilot thought we were heading to your mother's house. So far, this all looks familiar. Yeah, that's real cute, Jack. Anytime, anywhere. Hey, man, you smell that? Smell what? Smells like another babysitting job to me, man. No shit, man. Babysitting job my ass. This has training mission written all over it. Why else would they have kept our orders from us for so long, huh? Yeah, what the hell is that all about? Throwing our asses in this hunk of junk and not even telling us what we're going in for, man. Do you have a problem, Private? I will give you your orders when we have reached the LZ. You got that, soldier? Sir, yes, sir. I don't really give a damn what we're going in for. As long as I get to kill me something. I heard that.
Watch your vector, Goose 3. It's getting a little tight here.
A familiar cliff.
You operate, and I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed too when I gotta search out and rescue your sorry ass.
Anyone out there got a good view of the LZ yet? Negative, Goose 7. I can see some activity up there, but I can't tell what it is.
Hey, Shep, I think Jackson here's got the hots for you. Hey, listen up, people. We have an extremely hostile situation.
Holy shit! Goose 3's down! Goose 3's down! What the hell is going on out there?
So let's keep this hot. Coordination is your shit.
Watch this guy fall out. Awesome. Yeah, hopefully you saw the surface tension cliff there. We did pass it a minute ago. So you're right. That is a pretty common mapping trick to put the player in a tram and make him stationary and make everything else move. But it wasn't ever done to that extent in 1999 that we just saw. Yeah, me too, Adam. It did. The sequence did blow me away. It was really cleverly done. And I ended up writing a big tutorial on the old Valve Editing Resource Center, which was all about mapping and modding, about how to recreate the opposing force opening sequence, that Osprey ride.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you've woken up. Corporal Shepard, is it? I've read the tag on your uniform. I'm glad to see my life-saving efforts weren't in vain. I can't say the same for him. I'm afraid you have been through a serious accident. Most of your friends did.
Oh yeah, good memory, Barnes,
I was
yes.
hoping that you soldiers had come to rescue us, but now it seems we are all in the same situation. I think I saw a radio near the crash site where I found you. Perhaps you can go there and radio for help?
Perhaps, yes. Yeah, so for that tutorial, actually, I made that tutorial based on a map for a contest I did at the Valve Editing Resource Center that was basically recreating the opposing force opening sequence, but from a train rather than an Osprey, with the tutorial in mind. So I wrote a big tutorial after that about how to do it, and I don't know, I hope it helped people. Another cool sequence. Through the window. So yeah, you know, 18 years on, this is, of course, looks dated, these sequences and things like this, but at the time, you know, this is really Gearbox showing off. This whole opening 5 minutes or so were similar to sequences we might have seen from Half-Life, but really well done, like improved upon.
Don't you think?
I love this guy poking the head crab too.
Have you ever seen such a magnificent species? These crabs can completely control.
Yeah, I saw him before. Oh, good luck with that. See you, Chief. You're gonna, you know, I don't think he'll attack this guy, but let's see. He'll probably attack me instead. Yeah. Smell you later. I don't think I ever actually went in here. Oh. Got a free CAT scan. And the best character in the game.
I'm so glad I didn't take the janitor job. Yuck.
Randy's baby on the monitor? Oh, did I miss it? On the CAT scan monitor? Come on, Otis.
Sure, I have nothing better to do. Okay, Shepard, I see you found your power vest. That should keep you safe out there. See, now I've heard rumors that you troops may not actually be here to rescue us. Just don't forget about us out there. Alrighty? Okay, I'll let you through now.
Yeah, some people say this is better than Half-Life. I have trouble agreeing with that, but it's up there. It's solid.
Good luck, sir.
So by this point in 1999, we really hadn't had full-blown mods. Well, for the most part. We had USS Darkstar and Redemption had come out by this point. But larger mods like Poke 646 and They Hunger were not out yet. So this was, certainly in single-player terms, the biggest and best mod out there, even though, of course, it was by a professional company. And a paid mod, if you will. But, you know. I think you can actually get past this without breaking the mirror, but I'm going to go and break the mirror. The wrench secondary fire kicks ass. Also in Sven co-op, if I've got the wrench in Sven, we just run around with the right click held like this. Come here. Oh. Mostly just jib everything you hit with it. Another G-Man sighting. Yeah, back before DLC was a term. This was an add-on or expansion. So it sold for like a little less than Half-Life. I remember it being like, I don't know, I think Half-Life was like $40 or something. This was like $30. Because it required the original Half-Life, so it was a little cheaper. But expansion packs were fairly common back then. Now, of course, they'll call them DLC, but whatever, same thing. Yeah, so I really think that first chapter was Gearbox kind of showing their mettle, showing their strength in mapping and what they had to offer that was different than Half-Life. Even though the setting is the same, right? It's Black Mesa, it's desert, it's cliffs. But what we just saw and went through was pretty cool. I always like, we passed through this area late. Oh, there's a knife. I forgot about that. We passed through this area later, I think, down below, if I remember right. Oh, there's the soundtrack. I love this track. I don't love you. Yeah, right, the electrified osprey. I should do a wrench-only playthrough. It's so much fun. Yeah, the knife attacks faster, but the wrench is so much fun. Yeah, it is Otis. Rip. I love this animation, though. Ouch. Ooh. Man. That really got me. Holy crap. Yeah, it's probably just an entity, not mix-up, but sort of mistake or something. If you can get the MP5 during the opening sequence. How did that first one miss? Jeez. Now we can pass the osprey. Still love this setting, even though it's, you know, pretty standard outside Black Mesa. Yeah, that's cool. Whoops. Total whiff. Sweet. Tram system. And a nice, subtle but clever way to make sure you don't backtrack. Drop the edge of the ladder there. I don't think there's anything down... Oh, no, there is stuff down here. This is where you can get out, I think, to... Maybe not. Is this where you can get out to the outside area? Yeah. So this was the bottom of the cliff that we jumped over before. I think there's actually health out here somewhere, isn't there? Yep, ammo. Not health. Oh, hey, Philip, how's it going? Yeah, speedrunners, you know, have pretty much exposed all the problems and bugs in the game, of course. Especially if it lets you skip a section or do something quicker. They found it by now. Shotgun. No, I'm not playing with the HD pack on. Although I don't mind it. I don't have the hate for it that a lot of people do, but I just figured I'd play with old school weapons today. Love these elevators, the Akira elevators in Half-Life. There's at least two of them, right? Sadly, we don't get to ride this one up, but... Oh, and I think one of my favorite parts of the game right here. Let me do a hard save, actually, so I can come back to it easily later. All in all, not that much fun to play through, but from a mapper's perspective, again, this is Gearbox not just showing off. I mean, it's a really cool sequence, but yeah, it is a bit of showing off, to be honest. Yeah, the key really is you don't have to move from like this spot, but if you don't know that, this probably killed you several times. To wait for this to drop down. Radioactive goop rising. I love the... Oh, we missed it, but the goop was pouring out of that hole kind of over here, which is well done. And there's another G-Man sighting. And then he's nice enough to open the door for us. But then disappear before we get there, of course. And the rest of the room floods. So, huge waves, by the way, but yeah. So, a cool sequence. One of my favorites, actually. And it's not anything... Each part isn't really special. It's just all put together and timed really nicely. But yeah, I could see where that would annoy you if you kept dying to it. Oh, I should just jump this, I suppose. Huh? What? Almost hit the box. I'd be so tempted to, though. So. I'm actually known for doing that in Sven all the time. It's so hard to resist blowing up an explosive box. I mean, that is what they're for, you know? You have to decompile. If you want the BSP to a map file, like the source file, you unfortunately have to decompile it, which is not a clean process in Gold Source. Not like Source. So it's not really recommended. The one use for it is that it's helpful to find out how things are done. But it's not good for kind of recreating maps. And maybe the toughest jump here. No, not too bad. And now, if we're clever, or, I don't know, observant, we notice this is the tunnel that was used for the robotic loader in the tram ride during Half-Life. Recognize this? Yep. And I think the way out's over here. Yep. Kind of hidden, interestingly, but... Oh, sneaky. What just happened? I think my game just crashed? Or no, I lost audio. Huh, alright, that was weird. I think it's an artifact of playing in desktop mode. I lost the audio and it fired all my bullets that I had. That sucked. if I stream at full desktop size, unfortunately, I have an ultra-wide monitor, so it looks really weird on YouTube. It's not stretched, but it's got big black bars above and below. So they did a good job, Gearbox did, of kind of capturing the size and grandness of Black Mesa, which a lot of user mods don't really do that well. So, I mean, of course, it's hard to compare to a professional company, but you really felt like you were in Black Mesa again. And this is similar. This looks like the place in Unforeseen Consequences when you had to jump across all the boxes. This hallway. And nice, interesting puzzle here, where you have to blow up explosive boxes. Who doesn't love it? You can't really get prefabs easily by decompiling. You still have to clean up the mapping and maybe texturing for the most part. But yeah, if you want to recreate a section or an area, it's still useful as a reference. It's best often just to simply rebuild what you're looking to build, but you can use the original as guidance. Yeah, it's an interesting puzzle. Kind of a two-stage one. Makes you sweat for a second that you're going to be crushed. And now we recognize this section too, right? So Gearbox took some effort to really make you feel like you not only were in Black Mesa, but gave you the opportunity to see some really familiar areas. This it's kind of sloppy. I would have taken that higher. This is where we saw G-Man, I think, wasn't it? Right? We rode along this. This was all filled with radioactive waste, which looks like it's since been cleaned up or drained. And we saw G-Man on that tram earlier. Whoops. Do I have the HD weapon sounds on? I don't need... It's not deliberate. We'll have to see when I get the MP3, or MP3, MP5.
Sector C. Please keep your lens inside the tram at all times.
I may have the HD sounds just stuck in my Gearbox directory, I'm not sure.
Theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines.
Well, it's not actually my birthday, but thank you. I can't tell the difference in the sounds, except for the MP5. I would notice that right away, but we'll see. Yeah, no, I like some modern FPSs. I grew up. I was already grown by the time I played Half-Life, but it's still my favorite. But we've seen a kind of a resurgence in some modern retro FPSs. Doom, Wolfenstein. As I understand, Prey and Titanfall 2 are really solid FPSs. I haven't played either yet, but in terms of avoiding like the cover shooting mechanic that a lot of the last 10 years has been filled with.
At the station platform.
Otis. So Nice short tram ride. Not much happened. I mean, there was stuff happening, but you didn't have to do much.
Candy. Stupid machines. Why don't these ever seem to work?
Otis, you're the best.
Hey, you wouldn't have a quarter I can borrow, would you? Maybe I should guard that closet over there. My mom.
You know, the first time I played Half-Life, I didn't know that the soda machines gave you health like this. And I really could have used it in a couple of the spots. So, hey, you want to shoot him? Yeah. Otis is awesome because he carries the Eagle, Desert Eagle.
Oh yeah, sure. We'll work better as a team.
You have to be careful, though. If you get in Otis's way, he'll just put bullets into you.
That's right. I got another one.
Good job. It's like an Otis shooting gallery here.
Oh,
I got him.
Baby, did you see that?
Yeah, I got him first, though.
Hey, you. I think I got a right one. Have you seen the new IG-88?
No, I haven't. But a friend of mine...
What the heck? What is that, Doc?
I don't
And a classic intro to an enemy before you actually encounter them.
Sir, I can take him. Took a little damage.
This is the shock trooper.
No! I don't want to die!
So it's cool. You don't get a really good view of him because it's dark, but you get a sense for who he is and what he's capable of when you do fight him. I think Otis actually opens this for you, right?
Oh no. You're one of them. Can't we just get along?
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to wrench you then, okay. So I get bullets and grenades for a gun that I don't have yet, but I think I might get momentarily here. I can never remember if these are... Whoa! Nice shooting.
Hang that over my fireplace. You know, if we had...
You're right, that is the HD sound, isn't it? So somehow I've gotten my HD pack mixed up. I think it's probably from before it was available in Steam. It's possible I downloaded it and just put it in the default directories. So it overwrote the actual MP5 sounds. I'll have to clean that up. Is that going to annoy you guys? And we'll see another callback to Half-Life in a moment here. Sloppy backward text, though. That bothers me on the Osprey.
Cooper, do you copy? Forget about Freeman. We're abandoning the base. If you have any last bomb targets, mark them on the tactical map. Otherwise, we better go out of there. Repeat, we are pulling out and commencing airstrikes. Give us targets or get below.
So a lot of these weapons are really old school in that they're out of the way. Like,
I take it you didn't find Freeman.
it's easy to see those sitting on the desk, but it's also easy to miss them.
The airstrike has started.
And I feel like most FPSs these days
Evac.
make sure you find new weapons, like that satchel charge. Like, they make you take them. They, you know, they're not easy to miss. This is a little more in your path here, but
Where's Freeman? We don't have time to mess around here.
You've got to believe me. Freeman could be anywhere.
I'm not letting you go until you talk.
Who's Gina? Gina Cross from Decay. She's the hologram, too. Alright, there's a path. Oh, there we go. The vent over here. You can get all the way up and around. Which is a cool little, not really Easter egg, but minor secret. They tempt you with the batteries here.
He's seriously wounded.
And of course, it closes in your face. Oh, I could have made that. Could have made it. Cheaters. Yeah, in Decay you play, it's a co-op game. You play as Gina Cross and Colette Green, who are two other HEV suited scientists. Very cool sequence there, too. Something we hadn't seen before is actually an Osprey taking off like that. You're right, this is weird. Low def gun. High def sounds. Well, not really HD sounds, but the sounds for the HD gun. It is screwing me up a little bit too, but I'll live with it. So many crates. So little time. Alright, up this way, right? Yeah, I apologize for mixing those up. I don't know what happened. I don't even know what's this. Wait, could I have gone further over there? I can't get back up. I think I might have missed something. Oh well. Here I fall through, right? Yep. Wait, am I going backward? Man. What? Oops. Oh well. That's the way it goes. I don't really remember this part at all. I guess you're back behind the walls and sort of the inner workings of Black Mesa here. I just don't remember it that well. Damn it. I still can't make that jump. I think I have to, though, huh? Unless that steam doesn't hurt me. I assume the steam is deadly, but it's probably not. It's a rocket launcher, really? Not up here. Can I actually make it up there? Yeah. Nope. Perfect opportunity. Oh, rocket. There you go. So, not a rocket launcher, but a rocket. Yep. Oh, yeah, the Gnomes. Ah, crap. Well, I have to apologize for my jump, my lack thereof, let's say. But there we go. Oh, I hated this part, actually. And this part. Another sort of one-way, not a transition, but a one-way jump here. Yeah, so it's actually one enemy you don't get a gentle introduction to. I pointed out where you saw the, you saw the zombie soldiers, which are stronger than normal zombies, health-wise, and you saw the shock trooper, of course. But the Gnome, you're just kind of thrown right in. And later we'll see the Pitworm. You can hear the Gnome, but you can't see him. Not sure if it's possible to one-hit these guys. Yeah, I guess it is. They don't jib, though. Or don't jib easily. Aha! I take that back. He does jib. Want some more? I actually really like this music, too. And a cool puzzle, it's a little similar to surface tension with the laser, right? Not exactly, but similar. Yeah, so he's... Gnomes and, I guess, zombie soldiers maybe, or probably Gnomes especially, are teased in the audio, right? The scientist at Barnes point out that the scientist tells you about the next stage of zombification, but you don't actually see a Gnome before you're facing one. That's okay, I got a wrench, so... Who wants some? Oh, that's great fun. Great fun. Yeah, you know what's really OP in this game though is the spore launcher. Right, it's like a 25 grenade launcher with infinite ammo caches here and there. It's just absurd. I always like this area too. This cool little like entry, garage entry or whatever it is for carved into the rock of the canyons. ETC 2, I think, by Dave Johnston had a kind of a similar looking area that I really liked.
You got to get out of here. Listen to me, Shepard. Those things, they'll kill all of us.
Oh, pit drones. This is a very clever introduction, where you hear them above you. And then you get glances of them here and there. They look small, but man, those are probably the most hated enemy in opposing force. I'd rather take on a Voltigor than a couple of pit drones. I really hate them. Yeah, I mean, the way to look at that, Zik, is to search for Half-Life terrain tutorials, and you'll find a bunch of them out there. Some on YouTube, some on like Snark Pit and the old mapping sites. But it's essentially that you're just making an enclosed area rather than an outside area. So cool, convincing garage area. I think, is there another rocket here? Yes, there's the rocket. Rocket launcher, sorry. That I remember finding for some reason. They kind of give it to you really early. I guess if you're, you know, you're kind of breaking every crate like we are trained to do. There's nothing back there, is there? You'll find it, but otherwise it's kind of a... Oh. Take your life in your hands. We've got to try to get these guys with the pipe wrench. Yeah, no, so clearly my files are totally mixed up then between standard definition and high definition. Sorry about that. I haven't played Opposing Force in a long time. The HD models were on. I turned them off, but apparently they're not all off, so. Crates.
Soldiers under orders to silence the facility or these vile aliens.
You don't know what's worse, huh? Clearly me. Here's our rope puzzle, right? Thankfully used fairly sparingly in the game. It's electrified, so we can't climb it. So we simply have to shut off the power, wherever that is. Whoops. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's taken the stuff from the Valve directory. Although I don't remember if I have HD on there either. Who wants a wrench? Oh, I think nobody. I think this is just a puzzle area. Jump the crates sort of thing. Oh, how about not jump the crates sort of thing? Ouch, 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 ouch. Slippery water got me. Well, he insulted me. I mean, what do you want? Now we get to climb our big rope. Well, eventually we have to get up there first. So that would power off. A simple puzzle. But they didn't do that, right? This is the first time we're seeing that. In that we have to climb a rope that we had to turn the power off on. That's what I call a rope. It's obviously a wire, but interesting, you know, a nice twist on the rope. Actually, it does look like a rope, doesn't it? But as I said, thankfully sparingly used in the actual game. Is there anything actually in the elevator? Yeah, hey, look at that. Ah, and the original companion cube. This is also this is a cool sequence of, you know, puzzles, while not really laying it out as sort of a puzzle area per se, but it's you know, you have to kind of use this crate, I think, to climb in like 3 or 4 vents or something like that, or to make a couple jumps, let's say. Yeah, I know it. I think there's a bull squid in there. Randy Pitchford made this map. That's interesting. He's, of course, the guy that started and runs Gearbox. Yeah, so we need our crate here to make this jump. I think I can actually put a grenade through that window to blow this up, but we'll go the normal way. They want you to go all the way around, use this crate again, jump barrier. Yeah, you don't see that much anymore, right? Where the president or head of a company actually makes a map, contributes a map. This is where I'm already lost. Oh, we're supposed to use this to... Oh, that's just an extra area then. I think we're just supposed to use this to jump the barrier. Yeah. And now we can shoot the... or put a grenade in the explosive crate. And get our crate through, so we can jump to this vent. Nothing groundbreaking, but a nice little, you know, nice little use of this this crate in a few spots. It is like a little companion cube, after all. I love that sequence. Sorry, dude. Too late for you. And I think... Do we need this anymore? I'm not sure. I think so, because they had the door there. This always makes me think of the Sven co-op map where you have to drop a crate down a ladder to kill the controller that's sitting there. But that's not... I don't think we can...
I hope those When all the fighting started, I hid myself here. Only of them above have survived.
Oh, goodbye, little crate. It's been nice knowing you. You can't climb, though. Ah, I got stuck. Wacky rope physics, of course. And by now we're taught to use radios.
Looks like somebody really screwed up, Corporal. Seems the brass bit off more than they could chew. Yeah, well, forget about Freeman. We've got to save our own asses. You with us, Corporal?
Oh, did pushable crates actually work in the original version? Like, not you couldn't fling them across the map in a single flick?
I got your six. Moving out, Corporal.
We have to get this door open, right?
Only drill instructor Barnes could see me now. Stand back, Corporal. This should only take a minute.
Yeah. Shoot his tank and we all die. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding.
Government cover-ups were not in my... Sure, we can do more damage that way.
Oh, come on, man. Fine. Be a jerk.
Just when I was getting short, I'm gonna pull this assignment. Affirmative, sir.
Oh, hello. Wow. Nice shooting, man. Sweet. I didn't need the other guy at all. Let's go.
Stay here and await further orders, sir.
No, you're coming with me, man. Yeah, these guys are annoying. And the other thing that annoys me about opposing force, probably my biggest annoyance, is the amount of chatter that Marines have. Like, they never shut up. And they always say the same, like, 4 or 5 phrases. Yeah, I've got plenty of ammo, so I'm only playing on medium. I probably should have done hard in retrospect, but that's alright.
This place makes boot camp seem like Disneyland.
Another cool indoor, you know, canyon area. Couple goodies. Sweet. Sorry for the sound. I had to. That was more Gold Source physics in a way. Doors stuck on a corpse. All right. So I think we actually see this later. I think we ride a tram along that area up there, if I remember right. So I love these like indoor, you know, structures slash not canyons, but you know, enclosed areas in the rocks. Oh, come on, man. And I wish we'd see more in Black Mesa. I don't mean Black Mesa the game, I mean Black Mesa facility. So, very office complex-like area. That was supposed to be the shotgun. Inadvertently switched to the MP5. Oh, cool. I don't think I ever saw that before. The guy that knocks over the podium? That was sweet. I actually really like this area, even though it's just jumping puzzle. I love the verticality of it, if that's a word. Sort of this ascent up the innards of the office area. Tricky. You can't even see it. Only when I jump can you see the actual barnacle. Whoops. And for all the crap I give Philip, I actually forgot to reload my Desert Eagle. So this was always a really obscure puzzle, and I still don't understand quite what they were thinking. I think, you know, you're supposed to get that electricity is the thing that's blocking you from passing. Oh, here we do have a rope-to-rope jump, though. So there is one in the game. So the thing to do is to shoot this power box to kind of cut off the electricity, but it's kind of obscure. Like, it's not well communicated at all. Here's our rope-to-rope jump. It's a lot easier than the one in the training course, though. A lot easier. You might be actually able to make that just on one of the two ropes. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, that was just... I think I switched it in the middle of combat, which is why I didn't reload. I do that weapons check once in a while. So if you were listening closely to that radio broadcast, you heard mention of black operations. So unfortunately, to an extent, it had kind of been spoiled for us. If you read or paid attention to any of the articles or advertising for Opposing Force before it came out, they had a couple of magazine ads that had a picture of the Black Ops assassin from Half-Life 1, the women, along with the male assassin from this game. So you kind of knew who you were going to be fighting in the game. But if you didn't, then you may be wondering what they meant by Black Ops, Black Operations. I do remember one awesome ad for opposing force, and I can't find it, so I'm not sure if it was a magazine ad or what, but it was a picture. I think it was a picture of Shepard, and it basically said, "Your next mission, kill Gordon Freeman." And I thought it was just really clever, subtle, not subtle, but straightforward and really hard-hitting ad. Of course, you don't get to kill Gordon Freeman, but I thought it was a cool, really clever ad for opposing force. You do have that. Barnes, can you upload it somewhere? I'd love it.
Now, this transit system should take us there, but the door is sealed up pretty tight.
Yeah, post it here or tweet it to me or whatever. I'd love to see it.
This might sting a bit.
Is it a picture of Shepard, by the way? I couldn't remember the actual.
If we make it out of here alive, I'm gonna buy you all a round of beers. Hell, I'll buy the whole damn.
So I think you can get in this way if you're careful. I'm not sure, but the intended path is of course through the vent here, and this lets you again kind of it's very short, of course, sort of preview an enemy before you actually face them, which is something pretty common in games.
To clean up a mess the grunts can't handle.
Tell me about it. I just want to deliver the package and get out of here.
Yeah. Sooner or later, the grunts are gonna figure it out.
Whew. Yeah, so we probably could have come in that way. You do have to be careful though, because you can blow up this. This warhead can actually be blown up, or this rocket, I think. Not actually. The warhead is removed, right? That's what. Spoiler. That shows up later in the game, but I do believe this rocket is still blow upable. Is that a word? Explodable. Yeah, I think I have Barnes. I think I have an ad for opposing force that has 2 assassins, not 3. I think. So if you could shoot me that one too, I'd be interested to see it. And if it's different than the one I have, I'll share that with you. And of course,
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
we gotta go get the medic. So thankfully, the world's shortest escort mission, well, maybe not the world's shortest, but a really short escort mission. We just have to bring the medic over to him. But we've cleared everything out, so...
I will not fail you, sir.
Oh, maybe it is 2. Okay. I thought there was only 1 of each, but maybe there is 2 women
Babysitting job.
in that ad.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I'll have to take a look at my files, but yeah. Oh, this is the warhead in the truck, huh? Oh, wait, you go fix him first. Come on.
Don't worry, soldier. I'll have you fixed up in no time.
Oh, that's supposed to be... Oh, wait, no, that's just the nose cone, no? Like, I think the warhead is a missing, like, chunk. And then the nose cone goes on the end. So they've already taken the package. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
This whole operation is out of control. Right away, sir. Roger that.
I actually kind of want to get the medic, too. Stay here.
Guard duty, huh?
This is a tough little section that we're coming up on, because as soon as the engineer opens that door, there's a turret right there that starts opening fire. This is where you find out pretty quickly
Let's get the hell out of here.
if you accidentally shoot his tank, he blows up. Because I've done that several times. You try to kind of shoot over his shoulder or something like that. to get the turret before it gets him, but
Who needs a locksmith?
Yeah.
Huh, Shepard?
not the best shot in the world.
The current situation is looking pretty grim.
Blow up a chunk of the place, really?
Quiet now.
Stay here.
Okay, I'll take
We're gonna go experiment here. Oh, that didn't blow up. I think this does though, right? Something blows up here. There you go. Nothing. There we go. Oh, wait, does that spoil my no-death playthrough? Oh, well.
Only Drill Instructor Barnes can see me now.
Kaboom. Well, let's do it.
Fire! Friendly fire!
See? I died once, so...
I was told to guard this area.
Oh, hey, Travolta, how's it going? Haven't seen you around in a while.
Government cover-ups were not in my job description.
Yeah. He still did it. He still ran ahead. Jerk.
This mission is way beyond scuba. Keeping you in one piece is proving to be quite a challenge. I'll stay here and await further orders. You got it, Corporal. I'll be right behind you.
Well, since both deaths were intentional, you know. Are you actually... Are you coming or what, dude? Sweet. Real Marines.
Be a babysitting job. I gotta
Where's my stupid medic?
guard duty, huh? Sure, we can do more damage that way.
Alright, you get one last try, dude. Come on.
Roger that.
Thank you.
Corporal, what the hell is going on here? Nobody told us about black operations in the mission briefing. Yeah, I mean, we're all on the same team, right? Right? Well, I'm not sure what their mission is, but we need to keep moving. There's got to be a transit car somewhere on these tracks. At your command, sir. We're not in my job. You got it, Corporal. I'll be right behind you.
This is just female assassins, I think. Yep. There's a lot of them. There are two up on the balcony? Yeah. Are you shooting me? He is. Oh, you jerk. Friendly fire! Friendly fire! Alright, my first actual death then, right? Fine. I'll just abuse the hell out of these grenades.
Sniper school sure paid off today.
Oh, you jerk. You dicks.
Not in my job.
I gotta be careful with my contact grenades, man. They are just laying into me afterwards. Huh? I got her. I didn't kill her, but I got her.
One shot, one kill. Might take a bit. Do you have any idea who's in charge of this operation? Squad, quiet down.
Yeah, squad, please do quiet down.
Clear this area.
But you're not going to.
Medic! One piece is proving to be quite a challenge.
What did that actually open this, did it? Oh, this way. I was turned the wrong way. Here's our tram car. There we go. Now our true Black Ops. And probably our main enemies for the rest of the pack. Well, no. We still have the shock troopers, of course, to come across. But these guys make a really big showing at the final chapter.
Government cover-ups were not in my job description.
Yeah, they're always used. Assassins are always used in warehouses with the big crates. I mean, it's good because they often jump up on those crates when they do that high backflip jump. Oh, hey, knife in case you missed it the first go there. Where's our medic anyway? Did he die? Ah, damn it. Happened again. I somehow clicked off of the window and it just kept firing my grenades. Crap. Battery? No. I always think there's a battery up here, but that's in Half-Life, right?
Have you seen any other soldiers from my platoon?
Wait, I lost chat. Hang on just for a second. I'm going to pause it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Back. I think I got her. Ooh, yes. So interesting that the way you get the saw is from your buddy dropping it. You'd think it would be kind of introduced in like a, hey, look at this great new weapon fashion, but it's not. Not that your Marine is always going to die, or even that you're always going to take them with you, but... So here, clearly, we're supposed to take the tram, right? Where's the tram back here? What just happened? There. So... kind of a callback to On a Rail, right? We're alone on our tram. Duck for the electricity. Might be some trip mines, you know. Oh yeah, here's the... so here's that section I was talking about before with the sort of inside the canyon area. This is the rail line we pass up high. Always going to be checking up here for stuff. Nothing. So pretty short ride. I don't think this won't take us anywhere, right? Yeah. So one thing Gearbox did was really try to take lessons from Half-Life, of course, where Half-Life was successful and where it wasn't. Wait, can you guys even hear me? Hang on just a second. Yeah, okay. Audio's still there, right? Again, what was I saying? Oh, Gearbox tried to learn the lessons of Half-Life, right? So they really cut down on Zen, and they really cut down on a rail. This was their callback to on a rail. It was what, a 2-minute ride as opposed to 30 to 40 minutes in on a rail, which never bothered me that much. I actually kind of liked on a rail, but I could certainly see it being seen as drawn out. A lot of people complain about it. And this is kind of a weird thing to do with the electrified wire here. Normally that would be telling the player to kind of keep away, but yeah, I think that cylinder is a broken pipe. I think that's supposed to be, this is the stub of the pipe that, or conduit maybe, it's wiring conduit, I don't know. That broke and fell down. I don't know how it got through that window though. Really bizarre. And also a really bizarre texture to use for a breakable vent grate. Yeah. I wish their consistency was a little better. Normally you'd use this.
Ready. You must go now.
So this is our other crossover, one of our other crossovers with Half-Life.
Hurry
You get
up,
to see Gordon Freeman.
I can't keep it open forever. Oh dear.
So I think we can actually jump through there if we want, but it ends the game and says try to create a temporal paradox or something like that. Here's our way out. Oh, I missed it. There is a chump toad up there. Yeah, I knew that. So one of our very only trips to Zen. And here we get the first inklings of these weird white moving sprites that, in my opinion, have no place in the game. They're clearly there to draw your eye upward to the goal, which is that exit teleporter up top. But they show up later on, too, in Vicarious Reality, I think, in the biodomes. And I find that they're a game element, right? They're kind of telling you where you should go, and they don't have a place in the Half-Life mythos, in my opinion. Let's see. I have no idea how high this jump pad goes, so not that high. We'll go to this. All right. And our displacer.
You have to signal your stick to make a duck jump. You'll want to stand right at the mouth of the pipe and continue to press forward. Then jump up, and while you're in midair, it's tricky, but you'll find it comes in handy.
Yeah, nice little Easter egg with the displacer. If you use it right away, you don't go to Zen, obviously, but you're on Zen, you go to Black Mesa. Whoops. And this is, of course, the original Hazard course. But I don't want to waste my ammo, so I just wanted to show you that. Oh, okay, I thought I was dead. Alright, let's see how high we can jump here. I don't think I can make that one. Ouch. Oh, I think I have to. I do have to get up there. Crap. Ouchies. Alright. So we have to use this to get to... maybe over here. Use this to get to a much higher... So I actually... It's weird that they kept Zen so short in this section and like the other displacer sequences, but they made this jumping puzzle not only difficult, they made it like so you have to experiment. You don't even know which one of these spires you need to jump to given this jump pad. This could be, you know, this could launch you up there, this could launch you up here. I think we have to go to one of these over here. Yeah, that'll work. It's really, as jumping puzzles go, it's an awful one. It's one of the worst, because you can't even tell how high you're supposed to be able to go. Now here, I think we can make it up there. Yeah, alright. Now we can jump right into the telly. But just awful. Nothing. Hi, M82. How's it going? This entire chapter was made by Randy Pitchford. That's awesome. This is a really clever chapter, actually. Was he the one that put these stupid Pitworms over here, though? I didn't even get them, did I?
Thank you for releasing me. I can help you access any secured area in this lab. Wow, you won't even know I'm here.
Hint, hint. You need to take him over to the retinal scanner, of course. Funny that it can read its retinas behind that clean suit, but whatever. We'll play along. Hi, Bob. How's it going? Yeah, happy birthday, Half-Life. Happy birthday, Opposing Force.
Get one of these blood samples under a microscope?
And a slight Easter egg here if we ask him to open the next door for us. And he stays alive. Let's go.
I don't suppose you reconsider it.
Yeah, I'm doing peachy. I'm saving the world. Well, not really, but... So I love this bit. You're hoping you can open up that next door for the whatever teleport that is. We get there later, of course. It's a good spot to do a displacer. I can never remember. Yeah, so this is that area you're just talking about, the original Half-Life. Right from the Resonance Cascade, we visited this area with this cool moving protozoa that you never see elsewhere in the game. And is that... I should look up how they did this. That looks to be angular velocity on that red ball. Which, yeah, as I'm kind of geeking out about it as a mapper. Don't worry about it. But a cool looking Zen area. It's expanded a little bit, right? We only had like 5 seconds there during the Resonance Cascade. Oh, and we have all of our HEV, or PCV is full, so didn't really need to make that trip, but... And now we're back over here, so... This is a model, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought it was brushes. Ah. These guys are deadly up close. Yeah, they said it was a model, so the model would have a built-in animation like that. That makes sense. I've never actually used it in a map, so you could make it out of brushes, but it would use a trick that not many people knew about until Boost Shift came out. A mapping trick, which was, I think, available in the original Half-Life and Opposing Force, as far as I know, since they were released, but not really seen in maps until Blue Shift. Sorry, the game keeps tabbing away for some reason, and that's why it freezes or I shoot all my ammo. So this is another cool sequence where it starts teleporting sections of the lab out into the water. I thought this was really cleverly done too. Something's gone really wrong. Should have broke out the wrench, I guess. Huh? Oh well. Who wants some? Great fun. Great fun. Oh, dead leeches. Oh, God. Alright. Hate ichthyosaurs. As everybody does, but... Alright, so that gate opened. Ah, yeah, okay. We gotta swim for it then. And avoid the icky. Thankfully short swimming section. There we go. And another very cool mapping trick. This little X-ray area. You see the scientist in the X-ray machine being exposed, and the soldier too. You can see their skeletons through them. But you walk around here, and voila. It's actually just swapping back and forth between models on the ground. So, you know, a subtle mapping trick, but nifty one. And once again, we're sort of an odd puzzle. We're supposed to shoot this power box to cut off the X-ray machine power. But at least we know it from the last time. Any power box with that scorch on the front is one you can, in theory, destroy. And our nice surprise of a weapon here. Oh, do I still have enough? I'm always tempted to do this when I see more ammo. Yeah, I really like the shock troopers design too. And they're essentially grunts, right? They act more or less like human grunts in that they their main weapon. They have their main weapon, and they have their spore launcher, which is like a grenade. But their AI is based on the squad, the grunts, human grunt squad AI from Half-Life. Hey Blue, how's it going? Even more displacer ammo. Look at that. Oh, this is the same area we were in. Okay, easy. Oh, I hate you guys. And one of the best chapters in the game. I'll save here real quick. Actually, don't mind me. I'm going to take a quick break. Be back in 30 seconds. Alright, back. Sorry. Thank you. I think we just have to climb up here. Again, the steam is there. Doesn't hurt us this time, which is kind of inconsistent, but fine, whatever. Actually, we have an awesome weapon now. Love the shock roach. I think part of this was made into an opposing force capture the flag map, wasn't it? Anybody out there play Op 4 CTF? Yeah, that bit was like data core, but this whole area. So, Barnes might know offhand. What, a year maybe after Opposing Force came out? 6 months, a year maybe? They Gearbox released Capture the Flag mode for the multiplayer, multiplayer version or multiplayer part of Opposing Force, and that included a new weapon, the penguins. Yes, penguins, which were like 5 grenade packs or something, and a whole slew of new maps. It was a lot of fun, actually. And our first encounter with the Voltigor. Again, an interesting enemy is not teased to us, but spawns in right in front of us. One of the toughest in the game, too. So an interesting decision. Usually an enemy like this, you would kind of be able to watch from behind the glass and see them, messing somebody up, going crazy, killing somebody or whatever. In this case, they teleport one in right in front of us. Maybe you're supposed to run from him. Maybe that's why they did that. But he's not too hard to kill. Yeah, the penguin grenades, which are like little I don't know, it was supposed to be a robotic penguin or what, but he carried like a grenade pack on his back, so you threw it, and he went along and exploded after 5 or 10 seconds with like, I think it was like 5 or 10 grenades worth of explosives. It was a pretty cool weapon, but it was kind of gimmicky, you know. But yeah, the capture the flag mode was actually pretty fun in Opposing Force. Oh, these just open the cages, don't they? What's this one do? Alright. Ah, snark nest. Sweet. So our good buddy Snarks are still here, thankfully. Oh, the displacer might one-shot them. Yeah, you're right. Probably should have used that. I always think of that as like teleporting first and gun second, except in multiplayer. Oh, here, look at all this displacer ammo. Yeah, this is a good sign. There's at least one place you teleport to that's just instant death, though. Oh, not including that one. That wasn't instant death, that was just delayed death. My pathetic jumping skills. Oh, this is going to be deadly. Yeah, I told you. Ladders, man. And this little wall next to it. Why would they do that? There we go. Yeah, I do remember using the displacer in those dark tunnels that we'll find later in, I think in Foxtrot Uniform, right? Yeah, very cool. The biodomes. So clearly, you know, this furthers what we saw in Questionable Ethics and so on in the first game. They clearly not only were doing research on these guys, but built entire facilities to house them. We probably actually might be able to survive that, but we get to this spot later with tentacles and so forth. We'll come back. Yeah, I usually run past them too, but if there's one that sticks in your way in the tunnel, a displacer shot will take them out. Oh. I got stuck on the floor, had to no-clip for a second. The elevator bug is alive and well. Oh, crap. How amateur. I got caught with one shot in my shotgun barrel. Unbelievable. I see you. More snarks. And then we have to leave pretty quickly after this. After I get the snarks, so because they come pouring out of this vent, if I remember right. We're out of here. We're out of here. So I love how the bounce pad also reflects the shock roach shots. Watch this. I love that. Not sure that was intentional, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, for as much crap as I give Philip about not reloading, I have done it surprisingly often today. Oh, and look, we don't even know what this is yet, really, right? I mean, if you hadn't played this before. This is our spore ammo, of course. The most OP weapon in the game. But I'll just take a couple. I don't want to delay the stream too much. And move on. Do we have to... No, that's the way we came out, right? How do we get out of here? Over here. There we go. Now we get our spore launcher. So cool that they give you, much like the when you get the Egon in Half-Life, they give you little test areas if you want to test the spore launcher, see what it does. We already know what it does, right? So we'll take one and move on. Yeah, so this white sprite probably bothers me the most of anything in this game. Maybe except the boss battle at the end. But it absolutely has no place in Half-Life, right? Half-Life is all about immersing the player, right? Not having scripted sequences where you... I'm sorry, not having cutscenes, but instead having scripted sequences. So the player's never forced to do anything or be anywhere, and keep you in the game, not have levels per se or missions per se where you finish Office Complex, that ends the mission, you get a score, you get how many secrets you found, and then you move on to the next mission and we've got hostiles. It's just not built that way. It's built as a continuous experience, and that's all about immersion. And this white sprite that floats along the hallway is clearly trying to direct you about where you're supposed to be going. And it just has no place in a Half-Life game. It's a very bizarre design choice. And the only thing I can think of why Gearbox left that in is that people were playtesters or whatever were getting there and getting stuck. And not sure where to go. We'll see that later where we have to actually climb the biodome.
Successfully detach one of the barnacle creatures from its point of gestation. As before, we were still only able to coerce the creature into latching onto organic materials. Unfortunately, the administrator has called me down to the anomalous materials lab this morning for an important experiment, so I don't have any time to further my analysis. Take specimen number 1176 and log anything else you can find.
Here is our nifty barnacle gun. Also great fun in Sven co-op. But really fun, actually fun in the capture the flag modes too, because you can use it to grapple across canyons and things like that. So this is a nice demonstration that it tells you what you pulled toward you and what you will be pulled toward. And then it obviously doesn't work on non-organic matter at all. It doesn't work on rocks or crates. And ped crabs will be pulled right into the jaws of death. Let's go. Forgot about the explosive grenades, or, spore. What? Is there something down there? Oh, yep. Jerk. So here it's not really told to us what we can do. Interesting that it's not really explained well at all. I mean, we know what to do because, you know, this works on organic matter, of course, but if I could aim. I mean, I guess there's no way to get across this without experimenting and learning by yourself, and it's an interesting approach. It's not one you see commonly these days. They usually have a much more obvious tutorial or example of how you're supposed to use this gun. This is kind of a learn by doing. Hey, Hacked, how's it going? Can barnacles not hurt each other, I wonder? Huh. Interesting. It's funny that he's shooting the he's more interested in the shock roach. Sweet. I don't remember which way is forward, actually. Let me go check up here. Yeah, not minor infighting, but it's rare to see infighting in Half-Life, except for the grunts versus the. Oh, that's the way forward. So let me go back, check out what happens in the elevator. I think we may just go back up to where we were before, huh? But yeah, the Race X aliens usually shoot all the Zen aliens on sight. But this was Race X versus Race X, right? The Pitworm versus the... Shock Roach. Well, I shouldn't say all Race X attacks all Zen aliens, but I know they're generally hostile to each other. Actually, I think, if I remember right, the Zen aliens usually don't react to Race X, but Race X will attack the Zen aliens. Like, I think, if I remember, maybe I'm misremembering things. So this is a nice overview of where we're going to end up in just a minute here. There's our idiotic white sprite waiting to tell us which way to go. But this whole section here was totally optional. Yeah, if I remember right, alien grunts are like oblivious to Race X. They just sit there while I think the Race X guys attack them. But it's been a while for me too, Barnes. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I think is true. See, specimen observation area. They've known about these guys for a long time. Here's our terrible white sprite directing our view upward so we can see where we're supposed to go. Right? That was totally unnecessary. I could have figured that out myself. Thank you very much. There's another one. I always thought it was a sort of a leftover from basically not changing the original Half-Life code but adding Race X. So they didn't have it in the game, like say Alien Grunts versus Race X, they wouldn't need to put it in the code. More, more or less an oversight, not a mistake per se. Just, oh, I don't even need that. So our solution here is, of course, just grapple our way up there, making sure there's no other goodies here we want. It's pretty easy to stay out of these guys' area here. Actually, I want that. We want to go in the broken wall. And normally, if I were playing on hard, I would sit here and get all 20 or whatever spores that you can get to fill up, but in the interest of moving things along. Yes, sprites like that are sucked into the end portal, but it's possible that's related. I think that's more of a... the way it looks is this more of a gameplay item to help guide the player's eye upward to where he needs to go. Yeah, coming up on Pitworm's nest. Oh. Stuck. Interesting. Had to no-clip there for a second. Ah, look who's there. G-Man again. Star Wars trash compactor, yeah. Of course, that sequence in Half-Life was kind of reminiscent, too. It didn't quite look like Star Wars trash, but it sort of felt like it. For some reason, I really love this area. I don't know why, but I love this industrial feel of this spot right here. And here's our view of the Pitworm. It's hard to see. He doesn't... He doesn't seem to be attacking, huh? Does he not attack till later? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh, hello. That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen that either. He usually shoots you with his eye beam. I didn't notice he ever charges like that. Catch. Jerk. So all in all, this chapter is kind of like a miniaturized version of Blast Pit. It's essentially an environmental puzzle, right? He's not really a boss. You don't fight him. But you have to find your way past him. And of course, in Blast Pit we had 3 lights we had to turn on. Fuel, oxygen, and power. Here we have gearbox and valve. Yeah, actually a cool little Easter egg, sort of. But. He does shoot through the glass. How about that? I'll do that way later. So, 2 gearbox this way. Oh. Similar doors to Blast Pit, too. This sort of two-part door. So yet another trash compactor looking area. It is, I think, right? Yeah, because that's what we have to do later, I think. Yeah, here's our trash compactor bit. For once, we're not caught in it, though. That's nice. Interesting indicator, too. There's no way 20,000 gallons only takes up 2 feet of height here. But whatever. We'll ignore that. Gearbox pump on. I'm sorry, those gears are not meshing. Totally bogus. Oh wow, got a glimpse of the skybox there. That was interesting. It was, of course, a Zen skybox because this whole map is indoors. Unless we use a displacer, which will take us to Zen. So. And Gold Source, you cannot have multiple skyboxes in a map, so... Gearbox sort of had a hack for the ending sequence in this game where you're on the tram, and half of it's in Zen and half of it's in a... I think in like a black void, but I want to go the other way, don't I? Really interesting combination of lights there, too. I wonder if that was a copy and paste? Oh. Really weird, right? Why would you have that pattern of lights and a different pattern of lights over here? I wonder if that... I don't know, this spells like initials or something of one of the mappers. It's bizarre. Usually those be symmetrical, they'll be in a line or something like that. A weird detail I've never noticed before. Now we have to get the valve, which I think is just across the way, but I'm not sure. Why isn't that turning? I have to open the vent first? Crap. Oh, the light patterns? You mean like letters? That's interesting. Yeah, I still don't have the valve. Main pressure valve, here we go. Yeah, sometimes level transitions are not perfect. I see you. God, these pit drones are awful. Do I have to make it over here? No. I guess, yeah. Oh, there we go, right here. And now we've got our valve and gearbox. We can go and kill this stupid thing. Right, we got our 2 lights on, yep. Waste flush. Interesting. Alright. Now, we can make our way back up. I don't even know which way to go here. Oh, not that way. Actually make this jump? I think you can. One can. I can't. But there we go. Oh, right. The second phase of this boss fight originally was going to have that worm, like, we're going to have to blow a tunnel in the wall, and you were going to be sliding down the tunnel or something, and the worm was going to follow you, I think. Or vice versa. You had to follow the worm down the tunnel. But gold source and curved walls don't go that well together, so... Yeah, that was cut. Foxtrot uniform. Again with the sprite. Yeah. You may be right, Boggs. It may be trying to set up the final boss, but it's very little significance to having the sprites. Other than, see, it's pointing upward, so I think it's trying to show you make your way upward. I still think it's not tied directly to the final boss. I mean, it is inadvertently, but it's mainly to help direct the player. Oh, hello. Well, perfect use for the single rocket that I have, you'd think. There we go. Some kind of, it's awfully quiet out here. I'd love to hear more like ambient sounds. Make it feel a little more alive, you know? Oh. Look. It's a free grenade. Did I miss anything in here? No, okay. But the Black Ops, look, the Black Ops have their own black truck. How cool is that, right? So these guys are tossing grenades at me without even being able to see me. Interesting. First sniper, I think, right? Oh no, he's not a sniper. He's just a Black Ops in the tower. I actually thought the snipers were underused criminally in this mod, in this game. They really could have done more with them. They really only show up, well, a little bit in the warehouse at the end. And then only a little bit outside in these towers, I think in the next, maybe not the next area, but an area further down in this chapter. There's only one sniper in opposing force. That is truly criminally underused then. I mean, maybe all the up 4 mods and maps out there make up for it by abusing them. And Sven Co-op certainly does, but I really thought that was a missed opportunity after the train, especially after the training we got in how to use the sniper rifle, turning the tables on the player with how to avoid snipers was kind of missed. Yeah, they'd have to be. I think they still could be handled well, though. Push button. You know, I think the sequence could be designed well enough that you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to handhold the player through it, but he was aware that there were snipers. Have them like they set them up in Half-Life 2. Have them shoot something else Maybe even have them add little laser sights like they did in Half-Life 2. I don't know. I think there was definitely a way to do it, but anyway. Oh, for anyone, this is Foxtrot uniform, by the way. If anyone doesn't know what that means, it's from the military alphabet.
Hey, man, good to see you.
Should be able to spell it out.
You made it past those masked freaks. Those snipers have pinned us down here pretty good. We tried making a break for it, but they know we're here. They're just waiting for their shots, and those bastards are patient.
Yeah, I hear they tell you that the snipers are out there, but they still don't really throw you in the mix. See, he's not a sniper either. He's got an MP5. I can see him. Where are you guys going?
Yes,
Stay
sir.
here.
Okay, I'll secure this area.
Because you're going to blow shit up. The only sniper then in the game is up there, huh? We can get him from here. I think I missed him. I got him. Yeah, he's not a sniper either. Huh. I wonder if these guys were originally snipers. If they, what are you? Get back in there. I wonder if they originally placed snipers in these towers and then cut it down to only the one in the actual sniper's nest with the camouflage. Based on, I don't know, playtesting or something like we've been talking about. So then is the only place you can get a sniper rifle up here? I'll have to keep an eye out for that. So if you don't go up there and get that sniper rifle, you don't have it probably for some time. Unless it makes an appearance, you know, in an ammo cache somewhere. And where the hell is it? Here we go. I'm on medium, so... Probably should only use 2 shots for these guys, but... just what I needed. I think I got a little too much of my own grenade there. I don't know, they had a whole section of the boot camp for the sniper rifle, so I gotta believe... My suspicion was that it was actually in earlier, and they toned it down based on difficulty. And removed what otherwise could have been like a real sniper-filled area, you know? Oh, good. Let's not go there anyway. There's more guys up here, aren't there? Yep. Oh, there is a sniper rifle here. Okay. Yeah, so even if we missed it, if we didn't go to the, what? If we didn't go to the sniper's nest, we still would have been able to pick one up. So I think that was just a tease, that little tunnel, right? This is our path forward. I forgot to go back and get the displacer ammo, didn't I? Be just a minute. What's in here? Yoink. Yeah, so that little gray, I actually like this a lot. I don't think this is something we can get through, right? It's just a tease of what we're about to go through. It's a little foreboding, right, with the skeleton. And the tunnels we're about to go into are pitch black. And it's really something unseen. We haven't seen anything like this in Half-Life or Opposing Force. Or any mod that I can think of. Not to say it's totally revolutionary, of course. It's just a black tunnel, but it's actually a pretty scary part of the game. You know, all things considered. It certainly freaks me out, and I'm, you know, an adult most of the time. It still bothers me. I still don't like this part. God. Okay, here it goes. Just have to try to avoid these guys. I think I mostly know the way. I can't get past them. Crap. Yeah. Have to send them a displacer shot, I guess. Can mostly run past these guys, I think, but mostly just hug the left walls is what I remember. Get out of his way. There we go. The longer one is coming up, though. I actually don't like this part either, because this is a stupid infinite pit drones. Wow, did he just kill the other pit drone? That was awesome. Why don't they always do that? Oh, crap. Yeah, this part is really hard. If I remember, I think these things are on timers too, aren't they? These levers, I mean, that close the pit drone doors. What? Jerks are still coming through. I thought these were actually on timers. Maybe that's in a Sven co-op version of the map or something. I don't really want to stick around to make sure, but I think in Sven co-op they these levers flip back over after like 20 seconds and the pit drones resume coming, which is really annoying. Yeah, it must be. Alright, second section of the tunnel. Here we go. I think same thing here too, you just kind of stick to the... Oops. I got caught between them. These guys are too fat. I think you basically keep to the left mostly and can get your way through. Yeah, cut past the babies. I don't like them either. And just leave them in your dust. There you go. Once you learn the way through, it's not so bad. But it is, you know, it's pitch black here. Then the light starts to come out. This is fine for now.
It's Shepard. Hey, stand back and I'll cut it. We're gonna need your help.
Again, I normally would sit here and fill up on these guys, but I'll just I'll wait till they cut the door open and go up in a minute.
Feeling about this mission. It's good to see you, sir. It's a real mess out there. I mean, these things are coming out of the damn walls. Ain't no way
full
around
on
them
saw.
either. They just keep coming. Heard about some kind of big standoff at the dam up ahead.
Sniper rifle right there. Yep.
For it now. It ain't gonna get any better, that's for sure. And I bet they could use our help.
Yeah, that was actually the third sniper rifle, Barnes. There was, if you saw, it was one dropped by the sniper. There was one out in the open, or behind a bunker. Soon after that, and then there's this one. So it's a good. I was afraid that there was only the one. The player could easily miss it, but that's not the case. All right, so I remember this part being actually pretty challenging, especially on hard. But I'm only playing on medium, so it's not so bad. I was supposed to shoot that, and I was supposed to kill you. Oh, that was a Voltigor. Let's send him away. Alright, that did not go as well as I had hoped. All things told. I think the saw actually takes those Voltigors down pretty quick, too. Whoops, I shouldn't be here. Wow. Wow, look at all these satchels. Wow, I should be using those. Holy crap. Where's my medic?
Clear this area.
Yeah, so I think the real way to tackle this is with the powerful weapons. I mean, I'm always reluctant.
I will not fail you, sir.
I'm always reluctant to use the ultra-powerful weapons. You know, I want to save them for later, but this is actually, you know, you're given maximum spore ammo if you want to take it in the tunnel just before this. You're given plenty of saw ammo. Look, we got plenty of that. You're given satchel charges out the wazoo. This is pretty easy, I bet, if you use the powerful weapons. Yeah, like so.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is the stream stuttery too? Yeah, I'm playing in a window, and that's... For Half-Life, that's usually no problem. I don't know why it's such an issue with opposing force. You guys are terrible. Sorry for the frame rate, yeah. My opposing force mouse was also broken until I did the raw mouse input thing. I think there's another Voltigor along here too, isn't there? Yeah, see, he's not so bad.
Did you see that one, Corporal?
Aha, the dam. And G-Man makes an appearance yet again. Wonder if I can... Aw, they must have disabled it. go. What are you talking about, dude? So, of course, a familiar scene from Half-Life. Yeah, I love this scene, too. More sprites, yeah. Whoops. Yeah, he just gets mad with his red eye. Kaboom! And of course the ladder's broken over here, so we can't even get up to where G-Man was. Can't surf up there. Jump. Looks the same though. And of course we swim down that way like we could in surface tension. I think it's just closed off. It's not quite exactly the same, so it is supposed to be the same dam from Half-Life. Although I think, can I actually get down there and get back up? Yeah, I can get back up. Let's go check. Yeah, so this is much... Oh. I see. Everything else is underwater now. Okay, that's it. Yeah, so the water's much deeper than it was before, right? This way here leads to the leads to that area with the tentacle outside, the storm drain valve area. So that's closed off. You might be able to swim to the other side here. Yeah. Valve is dead. But, of course, we can't get up the ladder because the ladder's broken. Thankfully, no ichthyosaur here. So... the only way out is grapple gun. Ah.
Boot camp seem like Disneyland.
Into the tunnel. The package. And we're nearing the last couple chapters here. Yeah, actually the helicopter usually shoots the Icky, right?
I don't know what those black ops are up to. It doesn't involve getting us out of here alive. We've got no choice but to fight our way out.
High def Texas.
Let's go!
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Ouch. Get out of the way, dude. I also wonder if this wasn't an area that was originally going to have some more snipers in it, perhaps. Ah. I hate that this doesn't reload while it's put away. Did my squad just die? No. Oh. Wait, what happened? Did they just... Did these guys just spawn there, right where my squad was? How bizarre. Let's go, dude.
Let's get the hell out of here!
I don't know, I never noticed that with the sniper rifle. Where is that? I don't tend to notice things like that, though, to be honest. So I actually really like the mortar in Opposing Force, and I thought this was underused, too. This is the only one we see, right? There is a CTF map called Up for CTF Mortar, which is the dueling teams each get a mortar on their building and can shoot the other. It's quite a bit of fun. Here, one shot will take him out. There we go. I do like the glass protecting him from the frontal assault, though. That was good. Can I get up there? No, not easily. Might be able to. What? Oh, grenade, jeez.
Adrian, is that you? Listen, we're holed up across the mortar field, but we're pinned down by a group of black ops. We'll open the bunker door, but you...
Oh, that's true. Use the barnacle gun on the guy running the mortar. You can get up there pretty easily. And see now, oh. If I were Gearbox, I actually would have put another guy on the mortar after you went in there. If you'd killed him, after you went in there and called on the radio, I would have put another guy there. Just to make it a little more challenging. Oh, they give you rocket and an RPG. So as tempting as this stuff is, well, I'll get it, I guess. It spawns some shock troopers, though.
You scout ahead.
Which is kind of cheap. See, barely was worth it. I probably should use the rocket on him, huh? Using the saw. There's so much ammo around. Yeah, that's a weird Z fighting they have on that tower. I think it's because you can blow it up with the mortar. So they must have there's a breakable section and then a permanent section, and I think they're overlapping somehow. Oh, crap. Not doing so well. There's a lot of Black Ops up here. Know what time it is? It's displacer time. Yeah, well, happy birthday to your dad then. Tell him he shares a birthday with 2 awesome games. In a really quiet Zen area. I'm surprised they let this go with like no ambient sounds here at all. And the reason we get a black sky is because we had an outdoor desert sky in the area we just teleported from, and you can't have 2 separate skies in a single map. So, crap, we have to make our way all the way down here again. All right, fine. I really like this section between the pipes for some reason. It's cramped, and I wish that, you know, it showed up more in games like this. For some reason, I really just like it. Maybe it's just a place you're really not supposed to be. I don't know. And they're very thoughtful in giving you things to shoot. That was just random. That was already pointed at my target. Alright. So that was actually really cool. I never noticed that before either. It looked like those two slaves teleported from there to behind me, which I don't think I remember seeing before, like, as a mechanic in Half-Life games. Yeah, sure, there's teleporting slaves all over the place, but the idea that they teleport from one location to another to get you specifically is not really explored. It is great fun shooting these guys with the mortar, though. Or, you know, shooting in their general vicinity. One more. Alright, we've had our fun. Oh, on the train, you mean? The tram, I mean? No, I don't. You can break the water tower. You can clearly see the Z fighting there, but no, I didn't. Oh, hey, you can just shoot it with this. How about that? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately it's a dead giveaway with that weird graphics glitch. Still a cool touch, though. It would have been funny if that were holding radioactive goop, though, instead of water. Yeah, I remember him teleporting into the tram, but does he disappear from somewhere else on your screen before that? Ah, damn. This guy's gonna wreck me. Just get it over with, dude. There we go. What a terrible autosave. Holy crap. I love the jibs that Voltigor leaves behind. Oh, crap. My game picked the wrong time to tab out. Wow. Man, this running in a window thing is really giving me trouble today. I've never had issues with it before. I don't know what the problem is. Can it get me from the next map? Haha. Killed by your own grenade. Jerk. Should probably let him shoot some of the aliens first, huh? Yeah, no, it's just an oversight that... Unless it does tip over, but I don't think it does. How many rockets does this thing take? Oh, come on. That wasn't my aim, that was my game. Should be relatively quiet here now, yeah. We killed most of this stuff, I think. So an interesting puzzle, sort of puzzle here to proceed. Not really an intuitive one. You have to actually cross this wire after we take the power off, which is kind of bizarre. I wouldn't think they'd have the player cross a power line like that. I could see it was a fence or I don't know, an antenna or something that had been knocked over, but a power cord. It's like you're walking on a tripwire, or you're walking on a tightrope there. Strange decision. Not really intuitive. But at least the electricity kind of draws the attention to it. So you just have to go over this way first. Yeah, it is funny, though, that they did only have, Barnes says 9 months to build this game, which is understandable. It is pretty polished for what it is. It's just funny that they get so much right and have really solid technical ability in the Gold Source engine, and they get something like that wrong. It's obviously not, doesn't affect gameplay. It's just a graphical glitch that annoys people that have played this game 10 times, like myself. There's some bad guy somewhere. Ah, I see you. Yeah, I'm not sure what the timing is of when Freeman is supposed to have killed Nyleth. Probably somewhere around here, sure. Jerk. Well, plus they're new and different, so it's... Right, was there only like the 3 alien grunts in this game? The one that shows up in the office area, and then there were 2 across the bridge that we had to swing across on the wires. Is that it? Other than that, it's all Race X, I guess. I mean, there's some slaves here and there. Ah. Where'd you go? See, they're not so bad if you just empty a whole saw magazine into them. I always really like this parking garage area too. Say this game is usually, maybe the first time through was probably like 4 hours or so, I would guess. Maybe more than that. Maybe like 4 to 6 hours. What time is it now? So I've been playing for, wait, 3 hours? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm pretty close to the end. I maybe have another, what, 20 minutes, if that? No, I started at just about 1 o'clock, so it's 4 o'clock now my time, so it's a little under 3 hours. There's Otis. Hi, Otis.
Now, don't hurt me, and I'll tell you a secret. I've been hiding up here listening. These black ops have some sort of bomb. I think they're planning on blowing up the base. Now, why do you think they would do such a thing?
Well, the other thing you may not know is that some enemies treat the alien grunts bees as enemies. So in other words, they'll try to shoot the bees before they shoot the grunt. And that might have caused some... They might have tried that. Gearbox might have tried that, mixing Race X and Zen aliens, and found it was giving them problems. I don't know. I've run across that in some maps of my own, so it's just a guess, though. I don't know what happened. But it's more fun to play against shock troopers than alien grunts. We've seen alien grunts plenty in Half-Life and Half-Life mods. This is they created a whole new alien, you know. This is their chance to show them off. Yeah, there's not that many
Are you crazy?
zombie soldiers either. Marines, sorry, zombie Marines. Let's have fun with the nuke. Oh, you can't turn it back on. Well, I can't turn it back on. Someone turns it back on.
That was a close one. You better get in here.
It's not going to be easy from here on out. The only way out is through the level 4 storage unit, but it's a mess down there. The Black Ops were using it as a staging point until the aliens came in. If you do make it through, make sure you have them come back for us.
Yeah, sure, I will. Oh, jerk. All right, down we go. Possibly the most challenging part of the game is warehouse after warehouse of Black Ops. Might as well pull out all the stops. Yeah, sorry guys, this is really loud. It's loud for me too. Oh, I got him. Alright. It gets better in just a second. Wow, look at all those guys that spawned behind me. So many grenades. It's like Team Fortress Classic all over again. Oh, don't attack me. Yeah, it's just that one section that's ultra loud. I don't know why. It may be a mistake. They might have had every crate, moving crate, make a sound, and the sounds kind of multiply then? I don't know. It's hard to say. Love these swinging crates, too. I actually like this bit. On hard, it's ridiculously hard. More sprites, though. Notice that, yeah. That must be leading to the boss, but I think it's also trying to assist the player. Oh, man, I'm just going to die here. I am going to die here. Alright, no more fooling around. Oh, come on. Did I get him? I did not get him. I should probably be sniping his here. Now I'm going to fall to my death. How about that? Not just yet. Sorry guys, it's all tabbed again for me. There we go. Yeah, there's only one. I think there's only one safe way down from this, and that was the way I took. Which, if I remember right, is probably the first time I've ever actually taken that way. I usually jump down to this crate or try something else and miss or whatever. So they should have made that a little safer descent, I think.
You're a good guy. Listen, you've got to get down below. There's something coming through, and it's the nastiest looking thing yet. One of your buddies went down there a while ago, and I haven't seen him since. I've got some weapons piled up in here. You better take as much as you can carry, because I think this is it. Good luck, Corporal.
He knows military ranks, though. Huh? Interesting. Alright, so this is the finale of the game here. And we are full on ammo. And unfortunately, it's probably the worst boss battle of all the Half-Life games. As much as I hate to say it. I actually thought it was somebody else that voiced him for this parts of this game, Barnes. You probably would know more about that than I, but I thought actually they had to get a replacement or like an additional voice actor or something for Barney for this. Maybe not. I was kind of being pushed by the wind there. That was pretty cool. But this whole build-up is kind of weak. So here's our sprites that we've seen throughout the game that have mostly been guiding us. But if the sprites can fly like that, why would they go the route that we took? How about that? No, this is way worse. I prefer the 9/11. Yeah, I try not to get teleported. in an island battle, but this is just ugh, blarg. So his appearance is cool, his fade-in is cool, but the way you actually have to fight him is lame. Now he spits his goop at us, right? Yeah. So I wish this were a bigger arena, and the other thing I wish is that they really took the destruction of this environment further than they did. So the one really cool thing about this battle is that you'll see as we go, as we weaken the boss, this environment starts to get destroyed. So we're going to lose our catwalk, we're going to lose some of our railings, etc., etc. And I really thought that could be played with a little more. Yeah, it does look like a little bit like the Gasworks Tower, right? It should have a thing at the top there, right? We have to shoot him in his stupid eye. Both sides. And then shoot his belly. Which I think the sniper rifle is actually the best to do that with. And then repeat. And then he spawns in a shock trooper, right? Let's go take care of this guy. But you can't shoot his eye with just anything. It has to be these mounted guns. Which, alright, maybe if you read a little bit into that, maybe they knew, maybe other things were coming through this portal, so the Black Mesa guys actually had to mount weapons to kind of fend them off and whatnot. I don't know. It's a theory. Ah, jeez. And then he almost insta-kills you. If you're up close and get caught by him. Yeah, he does. I gotta say, have to time it better. Here, he's starting to knock stuff apart, at least. And unfortunately, you only get one good shot, or one chance to do damage on him before he kind of closes his belly. And spawns another shock trooper. Let's go kill this guy, too. Ah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the old school bosses. It's just that this one is so different than like your standard run and gun, which you've been doing all game. There goes our catwalk. That it annoys me. That's why I wish it were also a bigger arena, and then maybe you had do a little more of this traversing of the area to get to where you could fight them. God help you if you didn't know this health pool was over here. So we've got another shock trooper. Another dead shock trooper. Thankfully, he has a big warm-up before he shoots the smoking. And now our way over there is the old barnacle gun. We could take the ladder too, I think, but that's lame. and then just repeat. Yeah, so that's my disappointment with it. I actually think of all the standard Half-Life games, I think Episode 2, with the defense of the sawmill and everything, the invasion of the Striders, and actually Decay, have the best boss battles of them all. Decay had you, it was a co-op game, and so the two of you were defending a big like uplink radar dish against an attack by a Zen aircraft that kept flying by, and that was actually probably the best of them because it was like a staged battle that you had enemies teleporting in. You had to protect the radar dome from the Zen ship. And then you had like a weapon cache open up midway through, so it was actually fairly well done. This may be the last shot here. I missed. Back in the Osprey.
Corporal Shepherd, we meet at last. Please don't think that I've been avoiding you. A great many matters require my attention in these troubled times. I do hope you understand. And now I require...
Well, I don't know, Adam. I'd have to watch it again. Asking about the electricity effect.
Close my report until every loose end has been tied up. The biggest embarrassment has been Black Mesa facility, but I think that's finally...
Yeah, so those rocks are actually, in the intro at least, a huge funk rotating that rotates. Oh, that was the nuke.
But there is still the lingering matter of witnesses. I admit I have a fascination with those who adapt and survive against all odds. They rather remind me of myself. If for no other reason, I have argued to preserve you for a time. While I believe a civil servant like yourself understands the importance of this...
It's actually a hacked skybox. Half is Zen, half is desert.
So trusting, and rather than continually subject you...
No, it is funk rotating. Look at the opening.
...of telling all, we have decided to convey you somewhere.
There's a huge funk rotating in the opening Osprey sequence called Spinning Whore. I shit you not.
I'm sure you can imagine there are worse alternatives.
I don't know about this one in particular, but in the intro sequence, there are trains also, but there's a big spinning rock pattern. All right, that's the end of Opposing Force. It took longer than I thought. That was 3 hours 20 minutes. It's been a few years since I played this. So that was all of Gearbox at the time, right? 10, was that 10, 12 people? Pretty impressive. Matt Armstrong later got hired by Gearbox, of course. He was probably a contractor at this point. Matt Armstrong made a bunch of like Team Fortress Classic maps and things like that. I think he's still with Gearbox, if I remember right. No, there's Mike Shapiro. Yeah, I don't know. 10 to 12 people plus at least 1 or 2 contractors. Right? chat is opposing force. Thank you all for watching. Sorry for any of the technical problems through the stream. The mic quality and the stuttering frame rate and the stupid alt-tabbing. I need to figure that out. It's driving me crazy. So, no, I don't count Prospect as canon, but I haven't played it, so I can't judge one way or the other. So that wraps the stream up. Thank you for watching. Next week will be Classic of the Month. Still haven't decided, but I have it narrowed down. So look for an announcement in the coming week. Thanks everybody for hanging out this whole 3 hours. It was a lot of fun. Still a great game to play through, except for the disappointing finale, right? But anyway, it's actually quite fun in Sven co-op too. So give it a shot there if you haven't. All right, thanks guys. See you in a week, hopefully.